सोनम स्टॉप शेयरिंग वाली जो आइकन है वो हटा दो, हाइड दैट।
Ma'am, it's 11:30.
We'll just give a couple of minutes more.
Sure, ma'am.
Very few people have joined in today.
Yes, ma'am.
There are two things that I wanted to share with everyone. I just posted a message in the staff welfare group. This is regarding a skill development competition that has been initiated by the CBSC. So the school will definitely be participating in this event. And it's a class-wise event. So I think all the class reps, we will have a meeting on Monday, but it is desired that you go through the circular and come prepared so that we can logically work upon it. The second thing that was desired is in the month of February, we are having the NPSC conference. And as you all know that Principal Ma'am is the secretary, we are supposed to be giving our national and international achievements of the students as well as the staff. So Sarika, Vinaya, Amita, and myself, we will be collecting your achievements. Asha, are you there? Asha, I'll request you to compile.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So whatever, if you could design a particular performer, we could collect the data. I'll be sharing the mail with you. So
Okay, ma'am.
Sarika, Amita, Vinaya, and myself, we will be collecting the information and providing to you so that it can be sent in a proper format to the NPSC forum. So the NPSC conference is on 25th and 26th of February, but we have to send the achievements by 9th of February. So those are the two things that we have to work upon on Monday, definitely without fail.
Okay, ma'am.
So I there are many who have not joined. Why is it so? Can you call up your colleagues so that we have better attendance? Another 2 minutes, please.
Ma'am, good morning, ma'am. Some teachers are taking the remedial classes with 11th and 12th right now.
That could have been rescheduled, Anjali.
Yes, ma'am.
Who are the teachers who are taking?
I think Vibha ma'am was busy. Maybe Shelly ma'am also is taking. I'm going to call them, ma'am.
Yeah, just call them.
गुड मॉर्निंग मैम मैंने ज्वाइन कर लिया है
अच्छा. And Anjali, Shelly. Anjali, just call Shelly. From the middle wing also, I think there are many who are missing. Primary, can you see?
यस मैम जिसको मैं देख रही हूँ तो मैं बुला रही हूँ मैम
Mm-hmm.
हाँ जी मैम
Ma'am, I have already shared message in staff welfare and primary again. Those who
Okay.
have not joined, I asked them to join.
Okay.
गुड आफ्टरनून मैम गुड मॉर्निंग अभी तो मॉर्निंग ही है मैम हम लोगों के यहाँ से शायद अभी नहीं ज्वाइन किए 12:30 बजे का मैसेज आपको पल्लवी सर ने बताया होगा
मैंने वो बोला है कि 12:25 they can join their classes.
तो मैम बाकी लोगों ने फिर अभी ज्वाइन किया नहीं है
उनको
युवराज
रिमाइंड.
निशा स्वपन और पल्लवी सर
क्लास 12:30 बजे है, कोई अभी 11:30 बजे थोड़ा है. अभी
जी,
तो देखिए
जी.
ज्वाइन.
Ma'am, should we start?
Shalini and Smriti, I think you should begin. Ma'am is busy, so she might join in between. आप लोग start करिए.
जी
All
मैम
the very best.
थैंक
Thank
यू
you,
सो मच
ma'am.
मैम Good morning, everyone. I welcome Principal Ma'am, Vice Principal Ma'am, Headmistresses, and my dear friends for today's webinar. The topic for today's webinar is Pathways to Critical Thinking, special focus on science and social studies. I'm going to discuss pathways to critical thinking in science. Before we start the discussion, Here are some questions which I would request you all to please answer them. All of you can write the answers in the chat box. First question is, there are 6 eggs in the basket. 6 people each take one of the eggs. How can it be that one egg is left in the basket? Can I have answers in the chat box, please? Or you can unmute yourselves and answer. No. No answers. I haven't got any answer. Can I have, please? There are 6 eggs. Yes, Anjali ma'am. One per went. Okay.
Might be the case that the 6 initially were not 6, might be 7.
No, they were kept 6 only.
Okay.
And there were 6 people. Everyone took one.
The
One of
last
them
one,
is veg.
the
Yes.
last one carried the egg along with the basket.
No, everything was like 6 eggs were kept, but at the end one was left. Yes,
One took the basket with the basket.
with the basket. I've just got one answer that one is vegetarian. Yes, but everyone has taken the egg. It's not written that they are eating it.
So one of them must have kept it back in the basket.
Yes, thank you. You are absolutely correct. It's nowhere written that people can't keep the eggs back. They took it, but they kept it back. The second one. One house is made up of red bricks, one of blue bricks, one of yellow bricks, and one of purple bricks. What is the greenhouse made up of? Can I have the answer,
Bricks
please?
again, bricks again, bricks.
Glass.
Yes, it's
Glass.
a
Glass.
greenhouse. Yes, the right
Okay,
answer is
greenhouse.
greenhouse is made up of glass. Next one. Choose the correct statement. The yolk of the egg is white, or the yolk of the egg are white.
The yolk of the egg is yellow.
Yes, very true. Both the statements are wrong because the yolk of the egg is yellow in color. Brain teasers are thinking puzzles, and we need to use logic to find the answer. We need to implement a different process of thinking to solve them. Then what is thinking? Thinking is the ultimate cognitive activity, consciously using our brains to make sense of the world around us and decide how to respond to it. Unconsciously also, our brains are thinking, and this is a part of the cognitive process. What is a thinking tool? It is an instrument that can help us in using our minds systematically and effectively. With the use of thinking tools like questions, concepts, mind maps, the intended ideas will be arranged more systematically, clearly, and easy to be understood. What skills or competencies do we want to develop in our learners to make them ready to live their life meaningfully? As it is rightly said by Albert Einstein, education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. So the skills that will prepare our students for 21st century are the 4 C's. First, communication means sharing our thoughts and ideas. Collaboration, working together to reach to a goal. Creativity, trying new approaches. Critical thinking, looking at problems in a new way and linking learning across subjects and discipline. Some famous quotes. We are currently preparing students for jobs that don't yet exist using technologies that haven't been invented. In order to solve problems, we don't even know our problems yet. By Carl Fish. The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read or write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. By Alvin Toffler. NEP 2020 recognizes now the need to evaluate higher order skills such as analysis, critical thinking, and conceptual clarity, and hence shifting the focus of assessments from marks based to competency based. Dear friends, does this happen with your children too, as shown in the cartoon strip? That they believe whatever they're told? Yes. So we should train our children to ask questions more. Here is a graph about COVID-19 vaccine. What information do we draw from it? Can I have answers? Anyone can unmute and answer.
Ma'am, we can find out a trend in this. As I can see in this graph, like 97% of people agreed to get the vaccine in China, while in Russia and France, only a certain number of, means 50% population is agreed to take the vaccine. We can also get the information like the countries which have suffered the most from the this COVID-19 is willing to take the vaccine, and the countries like France, Russia, and where the I can say the means literacy rate is much better. They are a bit doubtful about the vaccine because it has been rolled out so early. In 1 year, they have made it. So that may be one reason. So we can get a few information from this, and we
Yes.
can get a pattern from this. Yes, ma'am.
Exactly.
One
So
more
if we-
observation, like
Yes, yes.
Asian countries are ready to take the vaccine, but if you go towards Western countries, especially the European countries, they are very much against it. So Asian countries are ready to take that. That is
Yeah.
another observation.
Yeah. So we have drawn some conclusions from this graph by looking at it that yes, the countries where the effect of coronavirus was more, they are more agreeing. And whereas the Asian countries also, they are more agreeable to take the COVID-19 vaccine. So if you look at the graph, we could draw some information. So this is critical thinking, that by the data, that data, we can draw some information. So definition of critical thinking is, it is the ability to think clearly and rationally, understanding the logic connection between the ideas, or it refers to the ability to analyze information objectively and make a reasoned judgment. It involves the evaluation of sources such as data, facts, observable phenomena, and research findings. Good critical thinkers can draw reasonable conclusions from a set of information and discriminate between useful and less useful details to solve problems or make decisions. We often encounter claims made by people for which we may or may not have evidence for. How do we differentiate between what is true and what is not in these cases? There is a piece of news taken up from the book Cogito. This claims that Wright brothers were not the first to fly. Then how do Ankit and Ankita solve this problem? For this, first they'll find out about the author, then look for the evidences, supporting arguments, and data, if any. So let's watch a video now to understand the sub-skills required for critical thinking, to be able to draw information and choose our decisions. Let's have a look at the video.
Hello, I'm Sam from Animation and Education team. In every day of our life, we face problems, but how can we solve them? Well, today we have 6 steps that you can follow in order to solve your problems. First, identify exactly what the problem is. To do this, you must specifically describe your current state, then decide how this state differs from what you want to achieve. For example, let's say that you are a part of a study group that wastes time chatting instead of going over course material. To make this group stay focused on studying so that your time together is more productive, you might say, guys, our problem is that we aren't covering all the material we need to study because we spend too much time talking. Once you know the problem, the next step is to analyze it. For instance, at your next study session, record the exact amount of time the group spent studying, then the exact amount of time the group spent chatting. Then consider all the possible causes of the problem. Perhaps it's a group lack of clear goals or the tendency of 1 or 2 members that drive the others to gossip. After analyzing the problem, go directly to the third step, generating possible solution. But how can we do that? You can do that by brainstorming as many alternatives as possible. For example, you might start your study session 10 minutes earlier to give everyone a chance to visit before getting started. You can also start the session by setting goals to accomplish. Setting time for short chat breaks, or maybe appointing someone whose official job is to speak up when digressions occur. Then go directly to the first step of this process and select one or more of the solutions that you thought about it in step 3. Choose a solution that seems the most practical. Your solution should also have the fewest drawbacks and the greatest potentials for success. In the 5th step, implement the solution. After you have done all that, you can complete the 6-step strategy by evaluating the solution and make the adjustments as needed. If the problem persists, be willing to go back to step 1 or 2, or even begin the whole process again. Thank you for watching the video. Please, if you see this.
So friends, we just had a look at the sub-skills required to solve a critical problem. Now here's a problem that we have recently faced. It was the survival of schools during the COVID-19 pandemic. Hypothesis drawn was 2 hours of online study time. Then the hypothesis was tested that to take the online classes and to choose the platform, whether it will be Zoom or Google Meet. This hypothesis was accepted, and the conclusion drawn was yes, online classes to be conducted and continued during the lockdown. So the problem was solved critically. Next, benefits of critical thinking. For academic performance, it helps to understand the arguments and beliefs of others. It critically evaluates those arguments and beliefs. It develops and defends one's own well-supported arguments and beliefs. At workplace, it helps us to reflect and get a deeper understanding of our own and others' decisions. It encourages open-mindedness to change. It aids us in being more analytical in solving problems. In our daily life, it helps us to avoid making foolish personal decisions. It promotes an informed and concerned citizen capable of making good decisions on important social, political, and economic issues. It aids in the development of autonomous thinkers capable of examining their assumptions, dogmas, and prejudices. Challenges in the classroom regarding critical thinking: lecture and rote memorization, too many facts, too less concepts, too little thinking, more focus on grammar or spellings during the assessment. Students are not trained to think. Then how can we inculcate critical thinking in our science classes? Here are the few ideas. We can give them open-ended assignments, like giving the questions where students need to imagine and answer. For example, what if you're a tiger in a jungle? People are cutting down trees and there are fewer animals. You are hungry but nowhere to go. What will you do? How can we predict that what life would be like 30 years from now? What do you think would be humanity's reaction to the discovery of extraterrestrial life? Second, reflections. Before reading the lesson, engaging students in the lesson by sharing the background knowledge and introducing the chapter. During reading, help the students engage with the text by prompting them while they read. Next, critical thinking question of the week. One question based on critical thinking can be shared with the students per week. Case studies can also be taken as they are an intensive systematic investigation of a single individual, group, or a community in which the researcher examines in-depth data relating to several variables. Now, friends, let's watch a short story about a blind boy. We'll see that the boy is sitting and it is displayed on the signboard that I am blind, please help. But then a man comes and changes what is written on the signboard, which gets him more help. So friends, let's watch it.
A blind boy sat on the steps of a building with a hat at his feet. He held up a signboard which said, "I am blind, please help." There were only a few coins in the hat. A man was walking by. He took a few coins from his pocket and dropped them into the hat. He then took the signboard, turned it around and wrote some words. He put the signboard back so that everyone who walked by would see the new words. Soon, the hat began to fill up. A lot more people were giving money to the blind boy. That afternoon, the man who had changed the signboard came to see how things were. The boy recognized his footsteps and asked, "Were you the one who changed my signboard this morning?"
So friends, when the same truth was expressed in another way or alternate way, that today is a beautiful day, but I cannot see it, the boy got more help and he was happier. So when the approach to the problem was changed, the results were better. So this is critical thinking. Let us have a look at some examples of questions involving critical thinking. Please answer the questions in the chat box. First question is, select the sign that represents a well. Options are given. You can write the options in the chat box, please. Yes, Prabhat sir. It's correct.
G.
Yeah, it's G, Anjali ma'am. It's G, the round shape. The next question, please. At night, plants take in X and animals take in Y during breathing. Select the option that correctly identifies X and Y. Can I have the answers, please, in the chat box? At night, plants take in X and animals take in Y during breathing. So what it be? Sumana ma'am has written B.
C, answer C.
Yes, Vibha ma'am, you are absolutely correct. It's C. Both take in
oxygen.
oxygen at night. Thank you so much for participating. We have two more questions. Next question, please. Which of the following are the steps to dispose garbage? One option is landfill, shopping, separating biodegradable from non-biodegradable items. So, which is the correct answer? Can I have the answer?
C and R.
C and R.
Absolutely correct. It's option D, P and R. Yeah, P and R, because shopping does not help in disposing garbage. Next question. Jaspreet got stomachache. Which of the following could be the reason? He ate food at 7 in the evening. He drank water after 1 hour of eating food. He did not chew the food properly. He washed his hands properly after eating the food.
He
C.
did not chew the food properly.
C.
Yeah. Yes. He did not chew the food properly.
Did not chew the food.
Yes. Thank you so much for participating, friends. Now let's do an activity. You would need 2 sheets of paper. So first, with the first sheet, we'll make a simple aeroplane, paper aeroplane that we have been making since our childhood. So we'll watch a video for that. We'll follow that. We'll make an paper aeroplane with it. Then after that, we'll do some modification and see the difference. So please follow the video. All of you need to take 1 sheet of paper.
To make your paper airplane, you will need an 8.5 by 11-inch sheet of paper. Fold it in half. Fold the corners down as shown. Take one side and fold it in. Do the same to the opposite side. Fold your paper airplane in half, then fold down each of the wings.
Smriti ma'am has already done.
And
Friends, you
now
can
you
switch
have
on your
the
videos.
perfect paper airplane. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If so, give us a thumbs up for more craft.
Thank you, Sona ma'am. Friends, you can switch on your video. I want to see the aeroplanes that you have made. Yeah, Manisha ma'am, thank you so much. Ruchika ma'am is also. Yeah, thank you. Yes, Anju ma'am. Anju ma'am has already made. Yes. Okay, I can see so many. Manju ma'am has made. Monica ma'am has made an aeroplane. So we all remember to make the aeroplane that we have been making since our childhood. Okay, friends, it's great to see. So now there is one modification that I'll do. This is one fold that I've opened. You can all pin me up. There is no presentation. So there is only one fold that we'll do. Okay, so this is my aeroplane. This is what all of us has made. This is the center point. आप ऐसे इसको hold कर सकते हो. So what you will do is just open it. This is the point. Just make one fold inside. Okay, जहाँ पे हमने सारे folds करे, in that only you will make that one fold. And then rest will follow जो हमने पहले folds करे थे. One in the center, then two on the sides to have the wings. Okay, then I'll again fold it from the center again. Yeah, so there is no point. This is flat shape. So if we do this change, you can fly yourselves and see the difference. Before me telling, you can fly, and what is the difference that you feel? Can anyone share? Manisha ma'am, fly करके बताइए.
Ma'am, it flew farther. It flew farther away.
It goes farther. Absolutely. Yes. So this is what we have done. One modification in the design of the aeroplane. That is, we have changed the aerodynamics of the aeroplane, and the aeroplane covers more distance, and the flight time also increases. The reason being that when you're flying, when there's a fold and you're flying it, it doesn't get opened, the air resistance decreases. So it flies for a larger distance, more distance, and flight time increases. So this is how, by changing the approach or by thinking critically, we have made a better and improved aeroplane. Thank you, friends. So last but not the least, we are all familiar with the proverb which says that, thank you, Anju ma'am, that which says that give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Likewise, we can also teach our friends to think critically and choose the correct decisions. With this, I hand over to Ms. Smriti for the next part of the webinar. Thank you all. Over to Ms. Smriti.
Thank you, Shalini ma'am, and a very warm welcome to one and all. My name is Smriti Sharma, and the topic on which I will be sharing information is the pathways of critical thinking in social studies. Let's discuss some famous people and their association with the term critical thinking. First on slide, we have John Dewey, who was the first person who more commonly called critical thinking as a reflective thinking. How can we forget the father of our nation, Gandhiji, who also epitomizes critical thinking in India, and he remarked that the lack of critical thinking in masses creates a critical mass. With the new education policy 2020 coming into effect, we are hoping to transform education and putting a significant thrust on learning about how to think critically and solve problems. Let us understand the importance of critical thinking in social studies. An important component of thinking process includes generating of ideas, and are these, if they're not constructive, they can leave us confused. During classroom teaching, social studies can be made more interesting through brain teasers and riddles. Let us understand through a video why they are important in critical thinking. This video that is about to play talks about the difficulties that people face with brain teasers. Once we know the difficulties, we can always overcome them.
Here's a brain teaser. A rooster is on the roof of a barn facing east. The wind is blowing to the west at 10 miles per hour. The rooster lays an egg. Which direction does the egg roll? If you want, you can pause the video and think it over. The answer? There is no egg. The rooster didn't lay one because roosters are male. Did you get it right? Let's pick this apart and see why many people have difficulty with this brain teaser and so many others. First, it's easy to overlook details or accept them without questioning. In this brain teaser, the answer could be found in the second word, rooster. In hindsight, we realize it's impossible for roosters to lay eggs, but it's easy to overlook when it's mentioned casually in the brain teaser. Another process at work in this brain teaser is misdirection. There were several details included that we may have paid too much attention to. The fact that the rooster was facing east and that the wind was blowing west at 10 miles per hour. In the end, these details had nothing to do with the actual answer, but because they seemed important in the context of the brain teaser, they directed us away from the relevant information. The same techniques used to solve brain teasers can also be applied to real-world situations. When you're trying to figure something out, it's important to analyze the information that's available to you. Are there any key details I may be missing? Am I being misled by something? Could I be thinking about this in another way? Brain teasers not only help to keep your mind sharp, but they can help improve your critical thinking skills as well. Let's finish things off with another brain teaser. You have a single match and are in a dark room with a candle, an oil lamp, and a gas stove. Which do you light first? The answer, the match.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Sonam ma'am. So definitely, we've, Shalini ma'am showed us brain teasers. We've learned the problems that usually happen during brain teasers. So let me put across some more brain teasers for you. So please help me find the answers to the following questions. What is at the end of a rainbow? You can please unmute yourselves, or you can even put it in the chat box.
I know
Ma'am,
that.
W.
W.
Absolutely. Yay. Yes, the correct answer is the alphabet W. What can travel around the world while staying in a corner?
Stamp. I know. Stamp.
Stamp. Absolutely correct. Okay, so I hope this video was informative. Now everybody is getting the answers. Cold head and feet, round as a ball, always turning around myself. What am I?
Earth or globe?
Earth. That's Earth.
Globe.
A globe.
Yes, it's a globe. Thank you so much. I'm not a bird, but I can fly through the sky. I'm not a river. I'm full of water.
Clouds.
Clouds.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Absolutely correct. So we need to inculcate critical thinking in our children in order for them to think and analyze any situation. And for that, we need to develop 5 intellectual standards in elementary age children so that they can learn to think better. Teach these standards to the kids and then interact with them in ways that reinforce the 5 standards. Invite them to be clear by asking for explanations and examples when they don't understand something. Urge kids to be accurate. Encourage children to be relevant by discussing other topics that are pertinent to the discussion or problem at hand. Support your child's ability to be logical. Help him or her see how things fit together. Question how he or she came to her conclusions and whether her or his assumptions are correct. Next is to teach them to be fair. Promote empathy in this thinking process. Make sure he or she considers others when drawing conclusions. Dear all, can I get some ideas on how do you think we promote critical thinking in classroom? Because we are already doing that with our children. Any ideas?
Ma'am, we can give them different paragraphs to read from, and we can give them stories that they can think critically about.
Absolutely.
Therefore,
Great idea.
We can definitely take good answers out of it.
Definitely. So I'll start with Classroom Arcade. So organizing a classroom in a simple way to ignite learners' imagination is very important. We have to get them moving around while talking about anything. I took an example of a globe, so we can take a walk to the library. While discussing about the types of soil, take them to the ground. Engage them in varying discussion about arts and issues of every kind. Use images, documents, as rightly said by Rashi ma'am, objects, and anything else related to the chosen theme. Expand on themes such as growth mindset and offer activity, code discussions, use media like video, animation to create visual interest. Storytelling can teach by imparting truths, but storytelling can also teach by inviting people to think for themselves and to create their own truths. When people come up with interpretations and support them with reasons, they are doing what is called critical thinking. Let us watch a video to understand how storytelling becomes very important in helping the child to understand and to interpret things critically. It's a short story, teachers. I hope you'll enjoy. Thank you, Sonam ma'am. So please excuse my vocals. I'm not a very good singer, but if I can have few teachers to sing the famous song, देख तेरे संसार की हालत क्या हो गई भगवान,
कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया।
May I?
Yes, please ma'am.
देख तेरे इंसान की हालत क्या हो गई भगवान, कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान।
Thank you so much. जैसे कि हमने देखा, we saw in this particular slide that how the earth was being kicked and mistreated, and we've been doing it from ages now. Can anyone share their thoughts? What they could find out from this particular video? Anyone? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. I think
Uh,
they are destroying the world, and we need to change our ways to protect our planet. And
absolutely, absolutely. So the
I
motive
think
is to
the
show
video was.
such. Gee, sorry, ma'am.
I think the video was showing that ultimately we are handing it over to our children, and the more we damage it, the more damaged planet we are giving to them. So it's not only for us, but for our future generation also, that we have to protect it and uh, mend our ways so that no more damage can more damage should be avoided.
Absolutely correct. Thank you so much, Vaishali ma'am, Rashi ma'am. Monica ma'am,
Yes,
would you like to say something?
yeah, I think it also creates awareness among the children that they need to understand that they're the future of, the world, and they need to save the planet.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Monica ma'am. You all are correct, because eventually we are helping them to understand critically and analyze what we are doing and how to save our earths, because the children are the future. So we need to inculcate this thinking process in them for a better future. Critical thinking as is an ancient as the teaching practice and visions of Socrates 2500 years ago, who discovered by a method of probing question that people could not rationally justify and use justification and were not very confident. Let me start with how in 9th century, as a source of water was built in a state of Rajasthan, and it turned out to be the deepest step well in the world. So, I would not have you guess it, because I've already mentioned it's, yes, I'm talking about Chand Bauri, which was a result of critical thinking of architects and local craftsmen in that era. So I'm talking about the 9th century here. Next in line is the 5-story building that has 953 windows, that is beautifully carved to allow the breeze to blow through the palace and makes it a perfect summer palace. Another great example of how the heat made the architects think out of box and create another gem. How can I forget to talk about the observatory constructed by Maharaja Jai Singh of Jaipur in 1724? Even without a watch, the time and movement of celestial bodies such as the sun, moon, and other planets was predicted. So critical thinking, dear teachers, has not been something that we have to start doing it. We've already been doing it. Now coming to our times, I would like to talk about a great engineer, innovator, and education reformist, Sonam Wangchuk, who got an ingenious idea to build an artificial glacier at low altitudes using pipes, gravity, and night temperatures that could transform an arid landscape into an oasis. Isn't that an epitome of critical thinking? Let us watch a short video to understand the critical process about ice stupas in the words of the man himself, Sonam Wangchuk, my dear teachers, for you.
Julay, as we greet in Ladakh. I'm Sonam Wangchuk, an educationist, engineer, and innovator at the Sekmol Institute. What you are seeing are 5,000 trees that were planted by the entire village of Pheang together with the monks of the monastery on the inauguration day of the Ice Stupa artificial glacier, which is a very, very simple technique that stores water that normally goes waste in the streams during the winter in the form of huge ice cones, or traditionally stupas of ice. These ice stupas are shaped geometrically in such a way that they don't melt until late spring.
That's when the villagers face acute shortage of water nowadays due to climate change and disappearing glaciers.
And the melting ice stupas provide that important water at the right time.
gunla tene mane gunda sumjiji tene kon ike charles mane mangpoza sigmola tene tene kon lotuk mane banji ke konjuste ten te dan tene ngata kyan ompe charles tene kon sangma tuste tene tika gunchere tene charles ate ye yurao kintsela ma gunla mane jangne ten somba sangma scholars bado mangposke.
And now we hope to take this proven technique to new heights and new worlds. We hope to build dozens of ice stupas and plant over 150,000 trees in the Pang Desert, and to start an alternative university for mountain development and climate change adaptation. The university will eventually host roughly 5,000 students from Ladakh and the entire Hindu Kush Himalayan range from Afghanistan to Arunachal Pradesh, and help mountain youth in finding scientific solutions to the unique problems that we face in the mountains.
Thank you so much, Sonam ma'am. Now, here we learned how critically he thought about a small, it may sound little for some, but it's a upcoming issue that we all are going to face, and that is water shortage. Finally, I would conclude the session by insisting the importance of critical thinking and its existence. We all in our day-to-day life critically analyze a situation and then respond. Hence, the skill needs to be a part of everyday learning of our children, also right from a very tender age. If we want children to thrive, to be better in our complicated world, we need to teach them how to think critically. I would request you all also to open gateways of your knowledge and fill a short quiz available in the chat box. I'll quickly share the link, and please, you can fill in this quiz.
I've shared the link, Smriti ma'am.
Thank you, Shalini ma'am.
It's in the chat box.
I hope you all will enjoy the quiz. It's a very short quiz. In the end, I would like to pay my sincere, heartfelt regards and gratitude to our erudite leaders, our principal ma'am, vice principal ma'am, headmistress ma'am, for providing us a platform to express ourselves. It was very, very encouraging, leaders. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today, and a special mention to Sonam ma'am for her technical support. Hope you all had a great time. Namaskar.
Thank you,
Thank you all.
Shalini and Smriti. Thank you. It was really a wonderful session. And I can actually say that because where you people began and where we ended, this was really an engrossing session, and you have really worked very hard and helped everybody understand what exactly is critical thinking. So thank you very much and well done.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you
Thank
for
you
your
so much,
motivation.
ma'am. You've been of great help, and sorry for disturbing you at late nights.
No, you should not be saying that.
Okay.
Thank you, and have a
But thank you
wonderful
so
day,
much,
everyone.
ma'am. Yes, it was a lot. It was a great encouragement for us for getting this chance to be able to present. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, Rashi.
Congratulations, Shalini and Smriti, for a wonderful workshop. And I'm really happy that you referred to Cogito, which is very close to my heart.
Yes, ma'am. It was, I mean, that reference, I mean, I had attended your workshop and I remembered that thing that I need to include that. So it was your, I mean, workshop which helped me here.
That's nice
Thank
to
you,
hear.
ma'am.
It was wonderful listening to both of you, and I hope everybody would follow the suggestions made by you. And if we actually implement these things in the class, then there is no looking back. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for your encouraging words.
A wonderful session, Shalini and Smriti ma'am. It was beautiful, very, very thoughtfully planned, and from the startup till the end, it was beautifully planned, and the way it went ahead, it was like we got a very, very clear insight into what the entire aim of the webinar was. So thank you once again, and I'm sure that we must try and implement this from the grassroots level itself.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations and have a
Thank you.
wonderful day ahead. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well done, Shalini. Well done, Smriti. You rocked.
Thank you so much,
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
I loved every bit of it.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was
Thank
indeed
you,
your
ma'am.
encouragement and motivation, which has led us here. We are presenting in front of the school. It's a
Absolutely.
big opportunity given to us.
So it's
Thank you,
together
ma'am.
we rocked. We all rocked. Even the audience was great today.
Yeah, they were great.
बहुत बढ़िया मैम, स्मृति मैम बहुत बढ़िया.
Thank you, Pradeep sir. Thank you, Shweta ma'am. Please, teachers, fill in the quiz.
Smriti ma'am and Shalini ma'am, thank you so much for enlightening us. We have already filled this quiz. I have submitted the quiz.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Smriti
Ma'am,
ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Ekta ma'am. Thank you, Manisha ma'am.
Thank you, Manisha ma'am.
You're welcome, ma'am. Thank you, Shalini.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Nisha ma'am.
Thank you, Nisha ma'am.
Thank you so much, Smriti and Shalini. It was really nice and interesting. Thanks a lot. I'm filling the that quiz right now.
Ji ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Smriti. Thank you, Shalini.
Thank you,
Very
Pooja ma'am.
informative and interesting. बहुत
You
मजा
were a
आया.
great audience
Thank
today.
you. Yeah, you were a great audience.
Thank you. Okay, चलो. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye.
Thank you, Smriti. Thank you, Shalini.
Yeah,
Thank you,
बहुत
बहुत
बढ़िया
बढ़िया.
ma'am. Thank you so much.
Who is भर दिया मैंने वो
Quiz
लिंक
कर
जो
दिया?
भेजा.
Ji. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Shalini ma'am and Smriti ma'am. It was so interesting and engrossing. Thanks.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Paramita
Paramita
ma'am.
Have a
ma'am. Thank
wonderful
you.
day now and have a relaxed weekend now.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Definitely, Ji.
Yeah. Okay, dear. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Smriti ma'am, you can
Hanji.
stop the recording.
Oh, yes.